All right, happy Friday, week 7. One more week to go after this. So let's take a look here. First things first, Friday. Up till now, every Friday we've been turning stuff in, right? Today you are not turning anything in. It's all getting turned in next week, right? End of week 8, we'll turn this in. So do not worry about turning anything in. It is not due today. All right, so yesterday we were working on our myth. Yesterday, we got started. We worked on the introduction. And remember, your introduction, focus on these things. Who's the main character? What was the setting? Establish where it takes place. See if you can get in there something that gives us information about that character's trait, right? What is their fatal flaw? What is the thing that they have that's going to lead to some tragedy for them, probably? And then what is the situation? Where to get us right into the situation of what's going on, right? And the Arachne one, she's a weaver. She's right there in the beginning doing that. So let's see. Today, as we move into the rising action, remember the rising action, each thing that happens in your story, make sure it works towards building up to the climax when your character gets punished by the gods and some natural phenomenon gets created, right? So everything that you have happening, the little events here, should be building up to that event, right? So make sure, is this part important to tell my story, or can I just leave it out and the story would be just the same? Make sure that your things you're putting in your myth move your story along, all right? It could be descriptions of things also. Remember, you can add in the symbols and the sensory detail to really bring us into it. If you tell us it's hot, we have to take your word for it. If you describe the sweat trickling down into the person's mouth, the corners of their mouth are salty or whatever, all right, that gets a little more interesting. So we're building up tension, rising action, and thinking about, you should know in the end, like, what is the punishment your character is going to get for their behaviors or actions? Or maybe in your myth, the person gets a reward. They have a good trait. That's possible too. So think about, make sure that the punishment is kind of fitting with the trait, right? Arachne was a weaver and she was bragging about her weaving. So this punishment of being turned into a spider who weaves things, there's a connection there. The Medusa, she was saying how beautiful she was, how more beautiful than a goddess in the goddess's own temple. And then the punishment was to take away her beauty and make her so hideous that you'll die if you even look at her. All right, so think about the punishment for your character, or the reward, I guess. Make sure it's linked up really to what the character trait is. Okay, all right, so you've got today and then a great weekend. Then next week, Monday is holiday. And then we'll have Tuesday and Wednesday to continue working on this. All right, have a great day.